Hello, we're doing a gun. I'm not falling for playing as the pilot again. I think I did two of those in a row. We're no 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 no. We're gonna be the this guy, the Marin, the Marcus Marin. Ooh, a key in the second room is worth two in the bush. Administration. Whoop! Don't you do it. Don't you do it. So I haven't played this game in a little while. I think with a key in the bush, we gotta do it. With two keys in the bush, we gotta just jump in. Even though, you know, this gives us the actual opportunity to get another gun. Luckily, I think this boss is mostly about proper positioning. You know, unless you're the, well, even then. I was just gonna say, unless you're playing as the convict. Even then, it's still proper positioning. It's just about not letting exactly that happen. You know, being able to get far enough away when you need to. Kind of stopping his motion a little bit by letting him get close. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was a little too close. Perhaps. How's everybody doing? I've been, you know, I've been up and down myself, honestly. I've been, it sounds like I've been, well, no, it doesn't, never mind. I was gonna say it sounds like I've been having sex, but that's not how dudes do it. I mean, some dudes. This is a pretty, inconsiderate, offensive, short-sighted, heteronormative way of, phrasing things. But I've been doing all right. I've been there have been times that have been better. There have been times that are worse. Yesterday was me and Jackie's 4-year anniversary, and it was really, really nice. It was a nice, pleasant, just kind of I forgot how to play this game a little bit. Just kind of stay at home and have a good time and stress-free. Not a lot of like getting reservations. We did order some food from a place in Seattle called something about a wolf or something. The name is like it's almost that. It's either something about a wolf or a wolf at the door or how to cook a wolf, I think is the name of it. It's one of those Alanis Morissette style, not Alanis Morissette, Fiona Apple style. Title the thing a whole sentence kind of situations. That way, no one can copy you. It's copyrighted, so don't copy me. Beyond that, I mean, that was a good, like, a good day spent with just me and Jackie hanging out. We also watched the movie, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, which, you know, it starts off kind of being about a relationship coming to an end, which, what a thing to watch on your anniversary. What? Pick these up. It's a multi intentioned title, kind of like How to Cook a Wolf, where or the L Word, I think, is a better example. Where there's not one thing that it's specifically about. You know, there's obviously the Charlie Kaufman-esque hint at suicidal depression, which it is a Charlie Kaufman movie, so that makes sense. Man, he writes about himself a lot, which I genuinely respect and I think highly of, because it's one of those situations where there's such a real, raw, genuine, personal effect, personal understanding of the situation. You know, it's got that same kind of like, a lot hinges on this relationship, but maybe that's not fair to the relationship or to the people involved. Kind of feel that Eternal Sunshine had, which I think is a point that a lot of you know, romantic movies tend to overlook. You know, for favor of a positive message, something that people want to watch, something that ends with everyone in love and happy, the way that moviegoers tend to prefer. Man, I think I just gave the volume a little bit too loud. But, oops, not what I wanted to do. But you know, it's always nice to see someone who can really write about themselves in a universalized way. Like, it's not... I think a lot of people would find the movie masturbatory, would find it just Kaufman on Kaufman, kind of, here's the troubles of being an artist and an intellectual and a yada yada yada, and boy oh boy am I smart. But man, there's something that, like, that feels so genuine about how bad the characters look in regards to this. You know, they're phonies. Their intellectualism is like is ugly in a lot of ways. You know, it's not charming. It's not something that's endearing. You never feel that these characters are to be. Their characteristics are to be aspired toward. You know, it feels like, man, I sure hope I don't end up like them, which is part of the suicidal depression that's prevalent in a lot of, like, Charlie Kaufman stuff. The movie is also, like, fucking, like, sharply funny. It is so funny, especially early on, and the way that all of Charlie Kaufman's movies are funny, just like a well-written, like, goofball dialogue that really, like, catches you off guard. That's the thing I want to say about movies by Charlie Kaufman. He is amazing at catching the viewer off guard. Like, you're always kind of on the lookout for something with him. You know it's not gonna be just like anything run-of-the-mill or regular. It's got to be like you watch his movies a little more closely, or I do. Shouldn't say you, but I find myself watching his movies a little more closely, looking for hints, looking for any kind of anything that's referencing something that happened earlier, and I start to, like, guess. You know, like everybody does in every movie. I start to guess what the twist is pretty early, and I am very often completely off the mark. Or if I do understand it, a lot of times it feels like he's making sure you understand it at this point, and it's time to move on to the next bit of subject matter. And I really like that. He doesn't belabor a single point for too long. And I think that's also prevalent in all of his other stuff. I like to, whenever I watch a Charlie Kaufman movie, it makes me think about all of his other movies. Like, Eternal Sunshine is probably his most well-respected or revered movie. Well, I don't know about that. I think Being John Malkovich is the one that really made a name for him, and probably directly impacted his life in the most significant way. Oh, we don't need to worry about buying keys, really. I gotta remember that, because we have a way to put out fires. And, you know, to some degree, it tempered all the future expectations that were placed on his shoulders, because it was so successful and so well executed and so, like, timely. The world, like, I've been thinking about it. Let me look up real quick when that movie came out. $1999. Good fucking lord, 99 is dense. It's rich. It is lousy with absolute off the wall crushers. Like, just amazing movie after amazing movie. I wanna look at another thing. 1998. Okay, I was looking at Run Lola Run. That's 98. It's close, but you know, 99 is Fight Club, The Matrix, fucking being John Malkovich. What else came out that year? I think maybe, no, 7 had to be earlier if Fight Club was also 99. I don't think what's his name works fast enough to get 2 out in one calendar year. I can't think of his name right now. He's one of my favorite directors. But anyway, I've been saying and thinking the name Charlie Kaufman so much, it's not surprising that I can't really think of anything else. But I'm thinking of many things. Feels like a culmination. It feels like it talks about the relationship, the role of like the kind of tortured artist. It talks about, or you know, the tortured artist slash intellectual versus the kind of expectations on them. It talks about like aging, which of course comes up more and more as people age. It talks about, it has just a hint of quantum uncertainty and so much stuff. It feels like a culmination in kind of a good and kind of a bad way. Like it feels so much like he's trying to get everything into this movie, whereas a movie like Anomalisa or something is so specifically focused, or even Eternal Sunshine it's one subject. It's really pinpointed. That's just about relationships and the significance of memories versus the acceptance of reality. I mean, and there's a shitload of that in Thinking of Ending Things. And it, you know, it kind of feels like it's like it's firing on all cylinders to the point of maybe firing a little too hard on all cylinders. Shit. Ooh. Let's see what that synergy is. Venom Veins, it sucks. Hey, when I get excited and then it's some stupid, like, Venom Veins. Man, we gotta travel to do that blank. I hope it's a brown. Comes from this one. I mean, I hope we get a chest, but I hope that chest is a brown. Oh, yeah. I do believe that that's the ring of Mimic Friendship, which we do not want. Even if we get Mimic Tooth Necklace, we'd prefer to not get Ring of Mimic Friendship. Whoa, that went down fast. Like your mom. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, I always wonder when an artist puts out when an artist makes a piece that feels like it's everything. Is it because there's two potential reasons for that? One, because they really feel like this is the best way to address all of that subject matter, or two, and I think this is more appropriate because, you know, of the depression and the heightened expectations, and I think the significance of his success that has kind of weighed on Charlie Kaufman. It feels a little like reason for concern. Like, is this a last attempt? Is this trying desperately to make something work when maybe trying too hard is not the way to go. And he seems to be aware of this, at least in some point. At one point they have two characters talking about a movie, talking about an actor in a movie who puts everything on screen at every moment, and it decreases the value of each moment by being so full. And it's a strange moment because it's presented as one of the characters, like, giving a straightforward critical analysis of the film in a way that's very unlike her character the rest of the time. And it's like, you know he's talking about what he's doing. No, dumb thing. You know that Charlie Kaufman is talking about what this movie is and what the expectations placed on it are, because that's how he does things. He talks about the current subject, like, I don't know, being John Malkovich. He's talking about what it means to be instantly recognizable, so much that everybody ends up being you. It's like, I think in a lot of ways, like, I know that I didn't really know who John Malkovich was before being John Malkovich, and of course I do after having seen it, but there's always something with him. He's always talking about his own experiences, which is what you should do. There's a line where he's talking about, you know, a character's talking about a poem, and they're saying that, you know, it's great that you can feel this way because it's important that there's a universality to the specific. There's a universality to the personal, individual expression. Or at least there is in good art. And it's like, it's exactly, I think it's showing what he's hoping for in this movie. It's beautifully shot. It's very well acted. It's acted in the kind of subdued way that a lot of his performances are, where the actors have the time to shine, but they're more, you know, I guess it's not subdued. Never mind. Toni Collette plays one of the character's mothers, and she is nothing if not over the top. Not just in this movie, in every movie she's in. It's why she does so well, and it's something that she's extraordinarily good at. Just being way overkill. It's like, it's so good. We got 4. Her face is Jim Carrey-esque, and it's like elasticity. Jim Carrey-esque. I sound like a fucking a smarmy film critic, but it really, I don't know a better way to say it. She looks the way that Jim Carrey does when Jim Carrey is doing. Is the reason he got cast as the Mask, because he can really make a character of his own features, and I don't know, it's so good. The guy who plays the father is also really, really good. The two main characters, the main male character is a little, he's the subdued one. He doesn't show huge range, but it almost feels, again, very, very intentional, because he's the character who's more uncertain. Alright, we got some stuff to work with. Now, we got a shitload of money. The male character is potentially the reason we're all there. The reason the audience exists, the reason the story is being propelled forward, and on and on and on. And it's great. It's great the way it works like that. Ooh, boy. Damn. Don't start getting hit. And it's great that he has a little bit less of the elasticity. The only emotion he shows super well is like kind of impotent rage. There's some really hilarious, totally oddball, like burns at other movies in this movie, you know, and all you can feel is like, this is, all I can feel at least is like, this is the kind of like green-eyed movie director, writer-director, shitting on the success of others, you know, for their kind of claptrap, like their schlock. Their kind of ham-fisted approach to storytelling, but he makes it funny, at least to me. I think if one of the movies he makes fun of pretty aggressively is A Beautiful Mind, and I liked that movie a lot when I watched it back in the day. And I think I still like it overall, but it is such a corny look at, like, mental illness, you know? Even if it's true about John Nash or whatever his name is, it's still presented in such a cornball way. And it's not that the moment is not going to sit super well, one, with fans of A Beautiful Mind. Like diehard fans are gonna be like, that's a little fucked up. But also, it's not gonna sit well with people who haven't seen the movie in a while, who don't get the reference. Because, like, the only reason it works so well for me, I think, is because Jackie decided to watch that movie recently, and I sat down and watched most of it with her. And it really stood out how bad the ending was, because I'd kind of dipped away towards the end of it, kind of stopped watching, and came back for the conclusory part of it, and I was like, oh yeah, this movie gets pretty fucking cornball. Like, pretty explicitly corntastic. And I think another reason that it works for me is because Nate hates two directors. He hates Ron Howard and he hates Robert Zemeckis, other than Back to the Future, I'm pretty sure. And both of those directors are very directly made fun of in this movie, so I find it very funny that oh man, I could have gotten, I think about it, I could have gotten the key for free for a single curse. But yeah, both of those directors are absolutely, like, absolutely made fun of in this movie. And it's just, it feels like the burns feel a little, like, out of place with their harshness, but, you know, that's Charlie Kaufman. That's a guy who, I mean, what's the movie, Adaptation? That's a movie that's all about someone kind of finding easy success when he's struggling. He's struggling to write what he considers, to make what he considers real art. And, you know, there's ham-fisted hokies out there getting away with doing something easy and being a lot more successful. Whoa. Wow. And, you know, I just, I wish more people would watch the movie, and I know for a fact that, God, I can't, my fucking mustache is, like, getting all, I gotta clip my mustache, like, maybe mid-video. I'd have to do a recording pause. But, you know, I know that, Charlie Kaufman is pretty desperate for another Grand Slam, another Malkovich. I know that he was upset about the lack of success that Anomalisa and Synecdoche, New York, both showed. Let's go ahead and do it. Hardwood. All right. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Ooh, I thought I accidentally stopped the recording. But what was I talking about? No, not Andy Kaufman. Charlie Kaufman. One of the things I really love about Charlie Kaufman movies is they're both very subtle and very, very explicit. I think when he goes too subtle, his movies do less well, and he's kind of learned to really give him that Kaufman punch. They talk about that in Adaptation, where you know, everybody's like, you're the Malkovich guy, you're Hollywood's weirdo. Just write another Malkovich like it's, you know, like it's something you just do. Like you just produce another like cultural milestone, or something like that. You just do it. Just do the thing that everybody wants, but also is revolutionary. Duh. I'm gonna take tables, unfortunately. I don't know why I didn't use a regular gun there. Anything else worthwhile? No. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck? Alright, that was a great floor overall. Except I didn't flawless the boss. But otherwise, great. Ah. It feels like with someone like Charlie Kaufman, it feels like he couldn't be successful enough to be happy, because happiness is not really dependent on external factors. That's something his movies never seem to realize. In a way that's kind of like it's a little. Maybe it does realize this, and I'm stupid for not noticing. But it feels like he always thinks it's external influences that dictate someone's happiness and well-being and yada yada yada, and it never is that case. Sorry, Jackie's texting me about her mom, who's, I guess, been reading book 2 of the book that I'm working on. It still doesn't have a name. God, I'm thinking of anything. See, this is how you can tell when a movie is affecting to me, because I devote like a majority of an entire episode to it. But I'm thinking of ending things. It has a big emphasis on the importance of genuine creation versus what's the word I'm looking for? Not plagiarism is maybe too heavy, but ooh boy, not coming up with the stuff on your own. Unoriginality is just a simple way to say it. Like, how hard it must be to come up with truly original stuff when it's so much easier and so much more successful to just... Oh, fuck. Wow. That sucked. Kind of rehash what works, you know? Whether it's your own stuff or it's other people's. all the stuff that's really, a lot of the stuff at least that's really touching or inventive or incredible or profound is in the book or in the movie turns out to just be appropriated from other artists. I was going to say it basically plagiarized, either in terms of idea or directly for the characters. Dude, come on. Just give me... I want a little bit of curse. I wonder why blue boys don't like mine carts. I wonder why. I also wonder why I'm still using this weapon. I actually have some decent weapons, and I don't have a shortage of ammo or anything right now. It's like Mark Brown says, if there's a surefire way to win, even if it's less fun, oftentimes the player will pick that over the more fun way. And I hate that that's true. But tis. I already fought the boss, so we can do this. Hey, a little curse here. Let's see. Where are witches? 2, so this will put us at 3 curse. Let's put a gun we don't care about in there. And we got a safety gun. It's not bad. Very safe weapon to use during bosses, as long as you don't use it exclusively. Oh, yeah. Brief of cash is not the same as briefcase of cash. What do I want to use? What do I want to use? Just these 2? Ooh, we gotta give that some ammo sometimes. I really actually like it. I prefer it in this game when you pick up curse, and very soon after, almost as a reminder, you start getting jammed enemies. There's that ammo I was begging about. Yikes. Yikes. Dang, dude. Dang, dog. Let's wait. I was gonna set myself on fire, but there's still more we can do this way. Hey, I'm still conditioned. I don't think it's just that I'll do the guaranteed win way, even if it's less fun. Even though I do that sometimes. I use the finish gun, or I use the what's it called on Hell? Dang, we did not get another blank. We need to set ourselves on fire. It was not worth it, really that much at all. Really that much at all. But that's how it goes. Wow, that sucked. Well, let's keep going. I hate when I forget to send a message that I've typed out to someone. Yeah. We get a bunch of weapons, man. We get a bunch of usable style weapons. That would be great to use. Got an active item that it would be great to use. more regularity than we have been. More frequency. Oh man, God, I hate when I don't remember to do what needs doing. There we go. I feel like the Laser Lotus is going to run out of ammo way too quickly, so we're going to stop using it. These two are probably too double up style weak. Double up. Double up. You know what I know what I should be using instead of that one. A gun that really doesn't maintain its value for too long. Probably already lost most of its value, at least in terms of bosses. Yeah, it's maybe a bad idea to use it in a room where a chest might appear. Of course. Jeez, dudes. Jeez, dudes. Get out of here. You doobly doo doo. I got 3 curse. 4, 5. If we buy it, it'll put us at exactly 7.5, which means we can't get any more curse, which might. No, we want 6.5. We have 3. Plus 2.5 would be 5.5. Let's just do this. Just in case. 4, 5. 6. There we go. 6 with the damage is fucking amazing. And we're sitting on 300 casings, so we won't need to steal anymore. Unless we get another curse though. And even then I don't think we'll need to. Ooh. We want to use the AK for this. No. Oh, they're both kind of good. Okay. Well. That's good. The +1 bullets plus the curse bullets are going to really propel our Danny. I would like some armor, but I understand if armor doesn't really much feel like it. Boom. Jesus Christ. I almost just like freaking skateboarded to my doom. Ice skated, I mean. But yeah, back to, I think, I'm thinking of ending things. You never know what reality is. Everything's a mystery, and I think as a viewer, especially like of a movie, and specifically a Charlie Kaufman movie, you tend to be on edge, looking for connections, looking for ways to make sense of it. You want to be the one who can figure out what he's trying to say. And every time you feel like you're getting close, you have to realize that he already knows that you're getting close, so he's on to something else. He knows filmmaking. He knows screenwriting. And even if it seems to him that he's not a master at it, he really is. He really, like, just... He does what other writer directors wish they could do, and it's because of, I think it's because of the, sorry, still gotta kind of focus on this boss a little bit here. It's because of his, penchant for introspection, his ability to universalize the specific. And it's like, it is so good to see, right? It feels so good to see him rock out another great one. Like, I don't know. I like Robert Zemeckis. I like the movie Forrest Gump. I understand how that movie basically tugs on every expected heartstring. I like the movie Flight, which is just, it's script writing, 101, it feels like. The exact hero's arc. The only flip is, we should just get the teleport here. Is that it's, the main character is more of an anti-hero than a direct hero. I like, I think that the Back to the Future trilogy earned its place in the public discourse and all that, but it's still, I don't think I think of any of them in the same way that I think of any of Charlie Kaufman's movies. And he has like cripplingly high expectations for himself. Which again is what adaptation is about. Adaptation is hilarious because it basically posits that Charlie Kaufman has, God, why do I use words like this when I'm talking about movies? It makes me sound like the moment where they're making fun of film criticism in the fucking movie. Anyway, I need to get rid of this one so I don't try to use it. And this one because I hate it. What? Too trash for him to take. But it definitely feels like a movie that is saying everything he wants to say about life and aging and creating and the value of the individual and relationships and family and loneliness and just everything in one movie, to the point where it feels like it's almost trying too hard. I'm going to use that real quick here to get this key on the cheaper. And then we're going to do the same thing all over again. Because even though the coolness would be great, I'd rather have the ability to steal one more time and then give ourselves Lord of the Jammed. Also, it synergizes with something. I don't even remember what. Ooh, Boyd Marshall. Probably not going to use it. Do. Anybody that's made anything that they feel good about, that they feel other people like and associate with, and etc. and etc. They know what Charlie Kaufman is going through. God, 1 second. The movie that I always forget, and I want to make sure that this is really his, is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Yeah. The movie is not great, but he didn't direct it, he just wrote it. Synecdoche, New York, Eternal Sunshine, Anomalies, Confessions of a Dangerous Adaptation, Being John Malkovich, Human Nature. I wonder if that was... it was Michel Gondry and him. their first work together before before oh, and I need to watch that movie. That in Synecdoche, New York. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I gave myself some movie goals after watching one Charlie Kaufman movie. Some other work to put myself through. To put myself through. No, some other films to watch. I don't know why I'm trying to find any way to say that. But yeah, anybody that's like ever put out work that has been meaningful for them in the content of it and meaningful for other people in their reception of it, I think like I don't know if I put out anything that's been meaningful to other people. I definitely haven't put out anything that people think of when they think of me. I believe. I've been writing for the first time. I mean, maybe a couple of my like classmates back in high school, but that was literally half of my life ago. Brings up the age thing, and that'll other thing to worry about. Like, is one of the characters at one time in the movie says that his older self is a better self, or his younger self, excuse me, is a better self, and then he's kind of like, he's asked to like justify that by his girlfriend. Why you don't fall for it? And it's pretty funny because like I think there is a general acceptance that youth are better, that they have more success. He says like every scientific breakthrough in every field comes from someone under 25 or something. Every breakthrough in every field comes from someone under 25, which is straight up like everybody knows horseshit. Like, but he's willing to pretend that it's the truth because of what's the word? Because he feels sorry for himself. Yeah, no one, everybody knows that the most successful scientists and creators and yada yada throughout history are always the most established. You don't get Scorsese's best movies when he's 8. You don't get, or when he's 18. You don't get revolutions in scientific fields by children. When you do, it's shocking because it's unexpected. It's not the status quo that a 25-year-old... Oh, man. I don't know if that's ever happened before. It doesn't mean it hasn't. It means I literally do not know. Can't remember the last time I used up the AK-47. It has to have happened before, but I've had some runs where I've been pretty reliant on whatever I can get my hands on, essentially. Yeah, you always wonder though if he's gonna do something else after he's put everything into this one. You always wonder if he's swan songing, even though his audience wants him to keep singing. I don't know what swan song means, so I probably used that wrong. I used it swan wrong. But I think you knew what I meant by that statement. Whoa, dude, that was fucked up. You almost destroyed my chest. I wonder if that would have just straight up destroyed it. Hey, cool! The fast reggie. Dude, come on! I was just thinking I shouldn't have gotten the armor when I still had rooms left. Hearts are replaceable. Yuck. That would have been good a million floors ago. I guess we're just gonna use these two for now. Maybe he's specifically talking about in the arts, and then it maybe is closer to true at least that it is mostly the young. I don't think that even that's true. I think you get a lot of maybe chart toppers, but you don't get as much endurable stuff from the young. Oh fuck. Alright. That sucked. It's not gonna do it anymore. Oh, it did. It just pushed past the DPS cap. Oh yeah. Okay, last key. Ooh, don't even need to use the last key. You thought you could fool me, you slippery snake. But I'm the unfoolable. Where's my icebreaker? Another shotgun. Well, maybe this may be too many shotguns, but that's not really a problem. I think this outfit we're wearing is supposed to be like a Doomslayer's alternate costume style outfit. I don't know, because he's like a knight in the Doom games, and I know that the Marine is based off of Doom guy. Yo, what the fuck? I gotta text Nate real quick. He's playing. He's playing Rogue Legacy 2, and he's not streaming it like a selfish jackass. What a selfish guy. Joining a game on his own. Lost our armor fairly quickly. That's a bit of a crumb of a bee. Especially with rooms like this popping up immediately afterwards. God, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Maybe that's a solution. Put the decoy in a spot that's hard for enemies to get to, instead of one where they can rip them apart quickly. I think I've been making a mistake with that. I've been putting it where fuck. Fucking phone. I'm thinking if anything should be. I feel like it's close to a must-watch movie. Like, I honestly feel that way about it. I don't think that it's I don't think that it's gonna win any awards. I don't think it's gonna have the cult following of like John Malkovich or Eternal Sunshine. But I think that it's very, very worthwhile for anybody that likes Charlie Kaufman and anyone that likes I guess I'll put it in 1999 terms, but like alternative filmmaking. It's not exactly like avant-garde or anything like that. It's not extremely it's not so hard to understand that you have to be a brainialord to get it. It's not intentionally dense. But dang. But I think it's alternative. It's like mainstream adjacent. But weird. That's how I would describe the word alternative. Like when I think of like alternative hip hop, I think of like De La Soul. Like this isn't hip hop for people who've never heard hip hop before. This is hip hop. Oh shit. This is hip hop for people who really like hip hop, but want something that they wouldn't hear on the radio, you know, but wouldn't hear as frequently on the radio. You probably still hear De La Soul on the radio. You'll just hear less of it than you'll hear. Ooh, nice game. All this ammo is so good. Ay, 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 ay. I do realize I'm not missing the fact that my AK-47 is doing less damage because of the fire rate, but I'm less worried about it because because it's doing more damage because of like that minus 25% is basically equaled out with just the +1 bullets. So it's doing less damage than itself, but it's doing more damage than it would itself on this run than it would on a non-boosted run. Speaking of boosted, graphics cards are still completely ungettable. In my HP pack just long enough to lose it again. The new generation of graphics cards, and I've finally gotten it in my head that like I don't need one now. I think the reason that I'm making it that I absolutely need it is because Cyberpunk comes out towards the end of November, but like the end of November is, or it's the 20th of November, so you know, more than halfway through November. But that is quite a ways off. It just feels like, I mean, I guess it's a month and a half. It's 2 months away. It feels like it's not that far off because of how time is wonked up and weird now. Quarantine style. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, I gotta take a mad dump, bucko. I gotta take a mad dump. Realm of the mad dump is what I'm gonna name my toilet. I'm sorry I'm sharing this information, but it's true. I'm gonna name my toilet that. Well, that would have been useful on the way up. Not quite so much now. But. That's okay. But. It does suck that I won't be able to use, I essentially won't be able to use the decoy on the next phase because it's the explosive decoy. And that's, oh shit, I got a lead gun and didn't even address it. It was all Kaufmaning up, having a Kaufman fit. I should make this bigger, now that there's not the other stuff. I think I will do. Let's get the regular shotgun. Let's get this. The regular shotgun. Man, I was streaming this game a little while back, and there was a guy who basically insisted that I was doing it wrong by using a controller, and like, I've heard myself say the same thing. I remember watching Nate play the game Control and thinking that it was strange that he was using a controller for that game, when it's a game that I was able to play all the way through without using a controller. How? Why? Why would he need to use a controller when I didn't need to? That's ridiculous of him. And he should be ashamed, and he should play it the way that I did. But you know, that's, of course, just screamingly stupid. Because he played through Control, and he beat it and all of the DLC on his own. Oh god! Wow, that sucked. That's not. Yes. Okay. Whew. I wasn't sure we'd make it out, but we made it out, and we LGL left. First time in a long time. First time in a long time. Let's adjust these while the credits go. All right, this one we'll put like up there a little bit, and then Pal we'll put over this way. Lead guy will go up here, maybe a little bigger. This guy over here, he needs to be touching the floor. And then Junkin. Why won't it highlight it? Where the fuck is it? All right, let's just activate it and move it. Not gonna leave tiny enough there. Let's just have him bouncing all over the place, you know? How does that look? I think that looks good. Looks a little better. But we only got those two. And for some reason, my Stream Deck buttons are being mighty shitty. Anyway, go ahead, chat. I'm gonna pull up Nate's stream pretty soon. Here, you should go watch it. I know this video is gonna be like, I think it's 3 weeks delay or backlogged right now. Oh well. Today's the 21st of September. I think this video is probably going up like the 6th or 7th of October, which is why it seems like saying 2 months is a little bit wrong. Anyway, that was good shit.